Good morning, everyone. Grab a cup and join me. I actually have peppermint mocha creamer this morning, so it's a good day. Let me know how the sound is. I haven't heard the notification go out yet. That's all right. Well, we have a big show today. Hope you're all ready. We have a normal D-stash. We have jewelry. And we have a crochet magazine from last year's Autumn Harvest October issue. And I had a little haul from Joann's I brought on. I went to Joann's Friday night, and let me tell you about that. During the day on Friday, Doug says, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I need to go to either Michael's or Joann's. And I'm like, what? I said, oh, you don't have to twist my arm. So we went over there and I picked up a few things because, you know, you can't leave empty-handed. Good morning, everyone. So we've been working on a Claire cowl. That was the cal for the knit along for this 2 weeks. It will be running from the beginning of August to the, what did I say? Next week. So that is the 7th and 8th, the 15th. So you still have a week. I haven't finished mine yet. I'm going to show it. Oh, yeah. And by the way, it's hot again this weekend. Holy cow, is it hot. So what I did mine on was a 6 bulky, one of these Loops and Threads alpaca blend from Michael's. And this is the second ball. And I haven't reached 14 inches yet, so I'm still going. I worked on it last night and I added the second ball. 13, US 13, 9mm. Very pretty purple color. So see, it's going to be layered in here. You can turn it over. Now, I was thinking that this side was kind of cool too. So you could wear it either way. So it's reversible. One of the girls asked me about using a bulky 5, and I suggested rather than 60 stitches for the bulky 6 to use 80 stitches for the bulky 5, and she has finished it. It's Brenda, and she used one of the skeins of puzzle yarn. They are beautiful. It doesn't matter what color puzzle yarn because you get all kinds of color and you don't have to change colors to get your design. How gorgeous that came out. You might want to pop over to the post for this and check hers out. And then Irene did her own cowl, which is gorgeous as well. So they are beautiful. Now the prizes for this make along to do a cowl, your pattern, my pattern, doesn't matter, was a whole set of stitch markers made by Deb Murray. And here they are again. They're a whole entire set. Each one of them has beautiful beads on them, and each one has a letter. So they run from F to J to K. So there are 6. There's 6 of them, and they run from F to K. But I'm going to also add in some yarn. So the winner will be drawn next week for the Cal. And I'm going to add in some buttercream from Joann's. I really like this buttercream brand. This one happens to be an alpaca blend, so it has a little halo. And this colorway is light blue. You get a lot of yardage for a 6 bulky. You get 130 yards. So that should be enough to make one of these cowls in just one skein. So that and the stitch markers will be the prize. And I also thought about our next make along. So I'm going to just give you a little hint here. It'll be the only place that you'll hear it. So next make along, which will start next Sunday, you will need some kind of mohair. I don't care what kind of mohair, but you'll pair it with another yarn. So I'm planning on something with one skein and a matching mohair. Now, I have been told that you can use any color mohair with any color, and it changes what the color is. It may mute it or whatever, but I want to try it, and I have my yarn picked out, and it's going to be a shocking colorway. I don't know. I just figured, what the heck, let's do something crazy. So go through your stash. This is a stash buster. Find a skein of mohair or something that will give, it's like a real fine fuzz halo to go with another yarn. And that'll be for next week. I'm not going to say anything more about it. I would like to do is talk about what I've been working on this week. I haven't brought my socks out lately. And I thought, you know what? Today's a perfect day to bring my socks out. Yeah, it's a surprise. So next week, I'm sure it'll probably be your choice. So I brought my socks out. I am doing my first pair of knit socks. Started on a 9-inch circular, and I have since changed that to, I got it wound up here, to magic loop. All right, so the body is this. It is a Fleck. It was a knit crate. I got this back when Creative Grandma picked the colorway last year, and I figured, why not use it? The cuffs and toes and the heel is in this Fleck. This is gorgeous too. And this one I got from Nancy. So anyway, I guess I don't have the ball band in here because I put it with the other. When you take them up, you always have way more than enough for if you're doing 2 colors. So the ball bands are in the other bag. So far I have done the cuff, and this definitely is not something I'm used to doing. But I can say I did it. I did the heel, and now I've done all of the decreases down to back to 64 stitches. So I am kind of proud of that. Of course, now that I've started one, I want to cast on all the pretty colors of all the other yarns that I have planned. I'll be here a month of Sundays making socks. So what the heck. And I do have to let you know that I have received another box from Nancy. So be sure and look for another Addictions where I open up Nancy's box. I'm hoping to do that this week. I haven't touched it. I just know that it's really a treasure when she sends me a box. What else was I doing this week? Well, yesterday I took out my sweater, my baby boy set that I've been working on for a family member, and this is my daughter's boyfriend's sister that's having a baby, so that's kind of like family now. And I'm knitting a sweater and crocheting a blanket, and they're all going to match. So here is the sweater so far. Yesterday I finished the body, and it's off of the needles for a second. And you know, this yarn, Sweet Delight, I just love it. Absolutely, absolutely love it now that I have figured out a good size and how many stitches to cast on for this. This is so nice. This one happens to be the colorway Puppy Kisses. It's a blue fleck. Oh my gosh. And the softness is because it's a blend. And I never remember what the blend is, so I always have to look. 60% acrylic and 40% polyamide. Love the fleck ones. They're my favorite. And you can mix and match the colors. So you're like, my blanket is dark blue, like a steel blue with white, and then the sweater set is going to be fleck. So I did finish the body, and rather than cast the sleeves on immediately, I decided to make the booties next, and then I'll cast on. So that way I'm not opening another skein of yarn. So here are my booties to the set. They are the base of the Parker booty. I did 2 rows of the ankle, and then I did a little cuff. So there they are. They're all done. That takes and clears your palette a little bit, and then you can go on to the sleeves. So I'm excited about showing you guys that. All right, so if you're here and you are ready for the first giveaway, what we normally do is I usually do the jewelry first. These are paparazzi items from my inventory. What happens is Deb marks the chat, and then I ask you to put in the comments your choice of what piece of jewelry you like. And today we have earrings. These are colorful. The first pair is going to be a circular pair. These are very colorful. Now, Deb is going to mark the chat, so your comment will be the pink and blue. These are pink and blue. Or, I cannot believe I found these in there and did not sell them. Aren't they gorgeous? And if you know what kind of flower that is, then you can say the flower. I don't remember. Let's see. Oh, yes. It says Havana Harmony. So I don't know. Deb is going to mark the chat sometime soon. There she goes. All right. So your choices today are going to be the pink and blue or the Havana. Now, that is a hibiscus, I believe. But you can say flower. That's fine. As long as you only comment once and you have a United States address to win. And if I miss any of the chat, that's just the way it goes. It's just the way it goes. It is not easy to catch everyone's comments. And so Look at the flowers showing up. Aww. These are both wire backs, lead and nickel free, and they have the plastic backings. They are both pierced ears. So that is the jewelry for today. Thank you everyone for joining in the other day for the No Filter Fibercast. There is a new video up with Stephanie and I from Stephanie's Yarn Escape. We did a grand prize drawing for our cuddle along. How fun was it? Oh my gosh, we had so many people that joined in on the cuddle along. We're so thankful to all of you for joining us. There were at least 25 or 26 in both Facebook groups that joined in and made all 4 of the pieces. So we're excited to say that our next Fibercast, No Filter Fibercast, we will be announcing a new make-along for the fall. And it's going to include holiday items. Isn't it cool? We don't have any of the other rules yet, but we will. We will. It'll start in September, so I hope all of you will join us. Deb, go ahead and mark the chat. That's long enough. And we'll get on with the winner of the jewelry today. I think I showed all my make-along or my whips I'm doing. Okay, so I'll move them over there. I also have been collecting squares and putting together a blanket with the creators' squares for the 1,500 subscriber giveaway. And I have a package today, and I think I might just open it if you're all interested. I don't know if you are, but I just might. I don't always open them on the live, but I figured maybe you're interested. No, Jody, I didn't get yours yet. Thanks for sending them. If you send in a square, it needs to be 8 inches, and it needs to be acrylic yarns. And Jody says she sent 6. Holy cow. Well, that is awesome. I can't wait to get them. And they can be in any pattern you choose. And then your name is entered into drawing for the creators that send in the squares. And that yarn that is up for grabs for that is an Outlander Club yarn. There it is. I'll show it real quick. Why not? I have it out. There is the creator yarn to win if you make a square and send it to me. So I'm probably going to open one today. Okay. So that's a Lolo Did It club. It's an Outlander themed club. Deb says she has 22 entries in the jewelry. These yarns here, if you notice, they are the Yarn Bee. That's in my last Addictions video. So if you haven't seen that later on today, go on over and watch that. You could win a place in the brackets. Oh, great. Thank you. All right. So when I was at Joann's, that was the next thing I was going to talk about. I did think about my squares. And so that's why I kind of was thinking, oh, gee, maybe I'll open one of the squares today because, hey, I'm talking about the squares. I haven't made mine yet. So when I was in there, I saw they had these 2 basic colorways. Now, this is a big twist. And they had them for $247 up in the front on this clearance rack. And I'm like, well, aren't they fairly new? And they had this colorway. And this is 290 yards in one of these. That's a lot. It's a 3 light. Okay. And this is 100% acrylic and just a really pretty, and it doesn't even have a color. Oh, yes, purple. Okay, so it says purple. So I got some white and purple because I thought I would like to make a baby blanket with this. But then I thought, you know what? I could use this to make my square. So what I did was I got a third color, and I thought I could make a flower, one of the flower patterns with these, and then use the rest. I mean, I don't need that much. So I will use the rest of it for a blanket. So I got a bunch of these. And then when I got back to the other side of the store, I saw this colorway was on the rack for regular price. And I'm like, these really are clearance? What's wrong with them? Nothing. So I don't know how much I saved by that, but there was a winner, and it was Ida Fowler. And if I missed that, forgive me. Congratulations to Ida on your winnings today. And I don't have anything to do with drawing that. That is Deb's baby. She takes care of that. And it frees me up to go on to another subject. So let's see. The other things I got from Joann's yesterday, oh, yes, was this towel. I had to have it. It's one of those had to have it's. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do with that, right? If you don't know, I don't know where you've been hiding, but that will be a new gnome towel topper. Absolutely. And I ended up finding at least one package of buttons that are Halloween. And I said to the lady, where in the heck are all of the Halloween buttons? I said, I always find spiders and everything. And she says, well, that's all we have. And I'm like, well, I hope I have some at home in my stash because I want a spider button. And all she had was this one here. And I'm like, that's not a spider button. The spider is inside of the web. And that was the only one. And I just think that was, well, anyway, there is a witch's hat. So I might use that. But I know that that will be something for the next make-along that's coming up. Oh, yeah, holiday, remember? And then they had the Big Twist sparkle, or twinkle, they call it. And I remember last year when they came out with the rack with the twinkle on it, they had like all the colors, the red, the maroon, the blue, the white, the tan, and they were on sale. And and they had the variegated, and they were all like Christmas colors, and they sold out. And I thought, oh, they have some today. Well, they had like 2 skeins of one color and then one color, or one of like 3 colors. And that was it. I mean, basically the rack was empty. So I saw this one and I said, oh my gosh, that's Deb Murray's colorway. I had to get that color. I had not seen it before. And they are calling this Big Twist Twinkle, 380 yards. And it has the color teal with all that sparkle. So I figured I would definitely use this for a gnome topper at one point or another. All right, so that pretty much covered all the yarns that I found yesterday. And then I said, what Doug was there for was to buy some heads, like we put our hats on a display. And he wanted them to put his, like, they bought hats at the auto store, and they wanted to display them. So that's why he wanted to go to Joann's. Who'd have thunk it, right? So in the meantime, I walked down this other aisle and I'm like, oh, let's look at the charms and stuff and see if I can find anything else for stitch markers that I could actually, use for themes or something like that. Well, I found this one, and I love Indian or Navajo colorways, the rust and the teals and stuff. So I thought that this one would be perfect for something that would represent something that, I don't know. I just decided I would get it, and we put on the lever back so that way either knit or crochet would be able to be used. So you'll see this one come out in make-alongs in the future. I didn't get a ton of them, but I did get that one. And then I had to have it. You betcha. All right, so here it is. Can you see that one? Everybody, thank you, Jan. Thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate it. So that is a dragonfly. And I put it on what I call a pewter color. And it will be a progress keeper. And that'll be going out to an Outlander winner. Absolutely perfect for the Outlander. Yep. So let's see, 34 people here. Shall we start the D-stash from Christi's closet? Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we had our cuddle along for 4 months. And we had a box, and we had, well, good morning, Teresa Patton. Sweet Tea is here. Are you home yet? We had a box with all kinds of prizes in it for several months, and I kept putting stuff in. Well, last week when we drew all the prizes and stuff, we had some we could put away. And I'm like, I'm not putting that away. I took a couple things out, put them in my cotton box, and then I brought them out today. So really, there's not a lot in here. But this bag, I'm giving away today. So if you are ready for the D-stash, then you're going to get this bag. It is a drawstring bag from Knit Crate. And inside is a skein of the Bernat Value. This is a huge skein. You can use these for anything. This is the Peacock colorway. It is a 4 medium, and it is 100% acrylic. Deb's going to go ahead and mark the chat now. And we're going to give away this 7-ounce skein, 426 yards, and this bag, plus one of my new stitch markers, which happens to be a butterfly. So I'm adding in some butterflies. These are progress keepers. They have lobster claw. So I'll put that one right on here. Deb's going to mark the chat, and all you have to do is comment below. Well, we'll just do butterfly today. How's that? So if you would like to win this, you have to have a United States address, and you have to comment the word butterfly. Please only comment once to make it easier for Deb to figure out how many she has. All right, so that's the D-stash today. 34 here. Uh-oh, Deb. I don't think we're gonna hit 50 So we may not be able to give away Deb's stitch markers later. Give it just a minute. Is Ravini here? Yes, she is. I see her. Well, I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and open up this package from Ravini. I know what's in here. There is a square in here because she told me she sent me it. So I guess we're going to close up that D-Deb. Go ahead and mark the chat. And then Deb's going to give us a winner for the D-Stash from Christi's Closet today. And while she's doing that, I'm going to open this up, which means she's going to have to watch the replay. Now, Ravini and I met way back. It's almost been 2 years, Ravini. Can you imagine that? How the time flies. She even moved since I met her. She's met a lot of the people in the group by doing like every single swap that we've done, which reminds me, swap time is coming up pretty soon. We're going to be doing a fall swap. And what I usually do for fall swap or any of the swaps is I put a post in my Facebook group and I tell you to send me a message with all your information in, what colors you might like, if you knit or crochet, if you have animals, if you smoke, anything you're allergic to, all of that personal information goes into a message, and that message tells me you want to be in the swap. And then what happens is after we get to a certain deadline, I send everybody out their partner and we do a swap. Last year I did a secret swap for like it was a holiday one, and so you didn't know who got your name. You got someone and you sent it. You sent a package to someone and I gave you the personal information. And then who sent it to you, you didn't know. So that was the mystery of it. It was kind of cool. I liked it. I'm thinking about doing that one again. So if you're interested in doing that fall holiday quote unquote swap, be sure and watch for that post. It'll be coming up here probably. I usually ask about 5 weeks out, so that way I can gather people and give you a deadline. So it'll be like that. Okay, so she's got all kinds of little wrapped packages in here. So I'm going to go ahead and pull them out here and put them down in front of me. So that's a bubble wrap, all from Ravini. There's a card from Ravini. She's telling me thank you. Beautiful. Look at that. It's even got, you can feel the sparkle. So pretty. The winner was Kay. It's Crochet Haven. Congratulations, Kay. She says, hello, Christi. I'm sending you 2 squares and a little treat just to say thank you for being you and for all the wonderful things you do. I've learned so much from you, and you have made me smile on some of my most difficult days. And love you and thank you for being my friend, Ravini. Nice things just seem to bloom from you. Oh, that's beautiful. She has come on the show Hook and Stitch Live with Kim and Chris so many times, and we love to see her. So I'm going to go ahead and open one of these. This might end up being a longer show than normal. Oh, wow. What do we got in here? All right. Ooh, hot apple cider mix. Oh, it's from a shop close by where she lives. Ooh, all right. Thank you. So it's all full of teas for me to try. Tulsi morning. Oh my gosh. Some of these I've never even heard of. Thank you so much. That's going to be a sweet delight, right? Okay. What do we got in this one? Good morning, all of you joining us. Hey, is that Jill? Hi, Jill. Oh, I put these in my coffee. Yep. Lori sent me some of these a while back, and I have to say that I'm all out, so it's perfect. Thank you so much. Peppermint in your coffee. It's just a sweet delight that you have to remember to do. Sometimes you forget. But as it's brewing, I just throw it in the cup, and the heat, it just melts right away. All right, so, oh, there's no squares in here? I don't think so. I didn't lose one. I thought there was squares in here. So this one, ooh, this one has a different kind of peppermint. You can smell it right through the package. Thank you so much. These are going to melt even faster. I don't see any squares in here, Ravini. Are there supposed to be? Maybe next time. They're not in here. That's okay. That's all right. I love all the goodies. Oh my gosh, did I drop it? No, I couldn't have, right? I got to hear what her response is because this ought to be funny. Let me just check real quick. I'm not far. It's just the package. Oh, it is in here. It's stuck in here. Well, hey, it's better than I thought. I saved the best for last. And I usually do anyway. But in here against the plastic is a plastic bag. And it is in here. You can't make this stuff up. You just can't. Okay, here we go. Drum roll. All packaged up. There are 2 in here. All right, well, I'm glad we savored this because, oh my, uh-oh. Lovely. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? And I do believe you used a 3 light. So I'm going to try a 3 light, and I think it'll be fine. Yep, so that is one of Ravini's squares. Thank you so much. All right, we got another one. Yeah. Oh my goodness, look at that one. Isn't it beautiful? They're very delicate. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Linda. Then she was a little nervous. So thank you so much for sending me squares, and I opened them on the live, which means I'll probably not show them again on a regular video, but I might remember. It's hard sometimes to remember everything, but I will be posting a picture of them and putting her name into the drawing for the creators that have sent in a square Those squares are going to be joined together to make a blanket, and that blanket will be given away at the 1,500 subscriber whenever I hit it. All right, well, let's see. What else have I got on the agenda today? Oh, I wanted to say something about the socks before, and I kind of forgot. The designer that I have been following is Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady. And she has several tutorials up and does a sock camp and all those things. And she had they had a tutorial for 9-inch circulars and the magic loop and using 4 DPNs. So I have been watching all of those videos and trying to decide what's my favorite way and what I'm going to do. So that's how I was doing my socks, the first pair. She also told us she was going to be writing a pattern for the DK socks, and she has. It is available. She has a Ravelry group that you can get this pattern from, and it is free. So if you're interested in the DK socks, vanilla from Kay from the Crazy Sock Lady, it is available now. I went ahead and printed a copy. I will try and link it below when I get done if I remember. And while I was looking for it, I found another one, and it is called the Simple DK Shorty Socks. So there is a second one up there that I thought was interesting. And so I thought I'd share that with you guys. All right. So our next thing we're going to do today is I'm going to give away this crochet magazine. But before I do, I'm going to go through it and look at it with everybody. So I just think that's fun. I think that it gives us some ideas. This is the October 2020 issue. So it is last year's issue. And I thought I would go, I may have looked at it with you before, but I figured I'd give it away today. So this sweater is in there. It's a beautiful everyday cardie. They're making it out of Premier Yarn Basics. 4 medium. So that's pretty. Thanks, Ravini. Thank you again. A Hudson Bay baby blanket. This one is a striped. That's different. It's kind of has some Navajo colors going on there. Huh. They're using Red Heart Super Saver. Interesting. Not my choice of colors for a baby blanket, but that's okay. There is a washcloth done in these squares. Let me read that. It's called a 9-patch dishcloth. Huh. So you're going to make 9 patches and sew them together. All right. There is a half square granny scarf in here. You know I like making these. Half square, it says. This is out of Sheep G's, Our Tribe Fine number 2. It's a merino weight wool and nylon blend. So that is really colorful. They're calling this Marie. The colorway on this is called Marie. Awesome. It's a triangle scarf, and they're adding fringe to it. Very nice. Basket weave placemats. Those are cool. And I did remember to renew my subscription. So that is done. Line Brand Comfy Cotton is what they made these out of. basket weave placemats. I'm sure just, looking up the stitch and you could make your own without this pattern, I'm sure. Oh, the octagon throw. Oh, look at the colors in that. There's Terry from Yarn Joy podcast does a lot of things where there's different sizes of motives, and she has tutorials on that. And this one happens to be octagon. So you have your different size octagons. That's cool. I don't think I've ever seen a notification come up on my live like that before. That was interesting. Jill says she's going to do some doggy placemats that she can throw in the wash. That's a good idea, to make your own like that. And I'm curious of what kind of yarn you would use, because anything that was real lightweight I would think it would have to be at least a Red Heart Super Saver or something like that, maybe heavier. Okay. Ooh, Granny Square purse. Interesting. Granny squares are put on their side. They used a DK weight cotton in this, a 3 light called Omega Sinfonia Light. Okay. But I just love this. This is gorgeous. Granny in the sky with diamonds. This is done in the Lion brand Mandala Light DK in the colorway Sprite. That is gorgeous. That's done corner to corner. Wow. That is really pretty. And then on the outside edge, they do a double crochet in the front loop, around. Double front post, a double crochet. Okay. Then there's a Euphoria cardie. The ones where they hang funny in the front and then they go, I don't care for them. I know there's a lot of people that do, but for whatever reason, this bugs the heck out of me. But that is done in Lion brand Mandala again. The colorway on this one is Centaur. It's pretty. It's a pretty colorway. Muted colors in that one. Very nice. I just don't like the way that hangs like that. Something about it. And then there is a Cascading blocks throw. Can you imagine doing that in a rainbow? Could be done. Yeah. The yarn used for this is Premier Basics again. They used the colorway Linen and the colorway Leaf. So that is actually a green colorway. Very pretty. Nice square on that one. Mini Granny Table Runner. I think Joe means that sweater in the drapey. It is in a drapey because it's in that, what is it? The Lion brand Mandala. 3 light, very, very thin. I'm sure it's probably even a big needle. No, it says a G. I probably would do it in an H, but that's me. Look at this Urban Blocks throw. Again, a lot of different size motifs going on. Very different. Would take a lot of time. Oh, yes. Okay. in the world of crochet, they have interviews with different makers and things, and I've seen this before. This one was I don't even think I read it, but it was an interview with someone. And here's one for my Kim. This is Gobbler Scarecrow. Awesome. This was done in Red Heart Super Saver, and the whole entire pattern is here. He's really cute. I love his little jeans. See his little jeans? He even got little ruffles around. Then they have an autumn doily. That was what was on the cover. That's pretty. This is done in Elizabeth size 10 crochet cotton 0. Oh, Hill and Valley Throw, right down my alley. I just love that. This one is done in Karen Simply Soft Tweeds. That's Stephanie's favorite. Beautiful. Very textured pattern. Wow. Lovely. And they call it off-white, but it's the tweeds, so it looks cream. And then they have a basket. Look at that. That is really cool. This one is Red Heart Super Saver Medium. Flex and Heathers for the body. Cafe Latte and Thyme and Carrot. Isn't that cool? I like that too. That looks like a lot of the Corningware and stuff that you buy. Put a bowl in it. Oh, yes, the Scarecrow garland. The Scarecrow garland. See them? That's cute. That is adorable. Then we have textured stripe table runner. There are a lot of patterns in this Crochet World magazines. They really have a lot. I buy a year at a time, so I'm not saving as much as everybody else if you buy 3 years. But my gosh, that table runner is made in Hemster Light Patons. It is a DK weight cotton. They do it in white, ecru, and pewter. Then here is another different kind. I know I showed this magazine last year. So Karen is in rehab. She fell and hurt her hip. Hi, Karen. Welcome this morning. And she has not been able to crochet, and she is getting better quickly. We will be seeing her project soon again, I hope. And this one is done in an alpaca blend. Alpaca and wool, Barocco Ultra Alpaca. And the colorway on this one is called Steel Cut Oats. That one has a really pretty edging. Gorgeous. And that's just, it's got two front panels that come down the front and one in the back, and it cuts right around mid. So it goes down around you, and then there's nothing there. That it's just a wrap. Yeah, here's another picture of it. See how it cuts? Very pretty. Just to throw on to go out and get the mail or something. All right, so I guess that's the end of the book. I would like to ask Deb to mark the chat again. And if you're interested in winning this magazine today, you do have to have a United States address, and you do have to be subscribed to my channel and send me a message. anytime you win anything, you do need to send me a message. Just write Crochet World in the comments below, and you'll be entered in to win this magazine today. So yes, I do have a couple people that have not claimed their prize from the last week. And it's not surprising because I think I gave out 20 prizes in the last week. Either they were make-alongs for the month, like hats, and more hats. They were make-alongs with Stephanie from Stephanie's Yarn Escape. They were live prizes from here. There were a lot of different reasons that you could have won something. So be sure and send me a message, no matter if you talk to me every day or not. I guess we didn't hit 50 today, did we, Deb? If you're doing the make-along pineapple with me, I am getting ready to do my 8th square. I have been blocking all my squares this week. It takes about 2 to 3 days to dry one of those, and then I've been rotating another one out because I have one of those kits. They come in a 4-pack, so one square will fit on there, and I've been doing that all week. And so after I do my 8th square, I do plan on starting sewing them together, and I'll have 8 of them together. Some of you have already started that. I'm going to be drawing a winner from the random projects that I see in that pineapple make-along soon, probably this week. Deb, go ahead and mark the chat for the Crochet Magazine, and we will get on with it and draw a winner for that. So I hope everybody's having a great time today here on the channel. There it goes again. I don't normally have notifications that come up like that when I'm on live. How weird. All right, so what else open up the chat to ask me anything within reason. Hi, Bev. Was there anything that anybody wanted to say that I might have missed? Because I don't read the chat, and I have said that many, many times. This is my 32nd week in a row of doing a live, and I tell you every week I don't read the chat. So if you want to get my attention, you got to put a picture or something up, or I don't know, something. It's not intentional. "21 entries," she says. The cowl ends next Sunday. So you have a whole nother week. And then next Sunday, we'll start a new make-along. And that'll be announced next Sunday. But if you want to know what materials you'll need a skein of yarn, at least 300, I would say 300 yards or more, and a skein of mohair to work them together. Thank you very much, Cindy. Thank you so much for that. Winner of the magazine is Teresa Harp. Congratulations. Yes, Stephanie, everybody that is working on the pineapple blanket, some of them have started just now, some have started in January. Whatever progress you are on, whether you have 2 squares done, 3 squares done, or 8 or 12, make sure you enter in your photos to be entered into that, because they are progress. I have finals. I do have finals for when people who do finish that, and they are the grand prizes. So they are big prizes. Congratulations again. And yes, thank you for doing the carousel. I'm glad you said that because I have word that Judy has the box, and we're looking for a video from Crochet Every Day with Judy. So she should be. Thank you, Jill. Cindy, thank you. Thank you so much for helping me with my shipping. I appreciate it. I really do. No, that's okay. Um, you don't have, you can, oh, you can tell me, yeah, if you want to do a picture with 3 or 4 in it, just to show me that you are at least halfway. And Teresa, I'm sorry. I think I missed your question. I'm very sorry. Yeah, the pineapple blanket. You should be at least, I'm looking for people who have been doing it for a while that have more than 4. But if you just started, then just tell me that you just started. That's fine. There was a couple of them that put the first square up and then didn't say anything for several months. So I was looking to see if they were still in it or not. But it doesn't matter because those are progress, random progress drawings. And when we get to the end, I'll be looking for a finished project. So, and I think what I'm going to end up doing is drawing that in January because I don't think everyone will be done. And it's only fair to have gone through the whole year. So your 12 squares. So I probably will do the finals in January. Okay, so Teresa, what was your question earlier? I'm curious. Yeah, Karen says amen to that. She knows she's got to get home and do some more squares. The final for that is a beautiful El Gray bag. I have it put away over there. Maybe when I draw the next random, I will show that bag. Because she made one for that too. I just can't remember what it looks like. It's been a while. I'm sorry, Teresa's question wasn't to me. So that's what. Well, I guess we'll take and we'll leave. And so that way you can catch other lives today because there are other people on and I don't want to step on anybody. But don't forget, we're going to have some sets from Deb Murray for that cowl. So go ahead in my Facebook group, check out all the make-alongs going on, and one of them is the live one for Claire Cowl. And you got a whole week to do it, and it only takes nothing, no time at all. So I'll talk to you all later, and have a great weekend, everybody. Bye now.